Well, fuck. Well, it finally happened. I broke a nail, and it wasn't salvageable. And of course it had to happen as I was getting ready to swatch this very pretty glisten and glow polish called Zealandia. It's a blue jelly polish with tons of different colored flakies and a little bit of hollow. I thought this polish looked extremely stunning on my longer nails, so I was kind of bummed that they snapped right as I was about to go take photos. However, the point of this video is to kind of go through what I do when I have such a major nail break, and what I do when I have a manageable crack in my nail. Hydration is key when it comes to nail care, so I'll be using the Cuticle Buddy throughout this entire process. I'm doing this because I don't want to have any further cracks or breaks when I'm trimming everything down. I like the Cuticle Buddy because in comparison to traditional nail pens, it's refillable and it's made out of glass, so it's a lot more eco-friendly. If I just applied this manicure, I'm not going to have very satisfying peelies. And in no way is this a good representation of my favorite peel-up base coat. And honestly, this was horribly frustrating to try to take off. Usually when I do this, I wait 24 hours to pop any peelies, so I can move on to the next manicure. As I mentioned before, I have a crack in this nail, and you can see that it's kind of right on the smile line of my thumb. This is one of the worst places you can get a break or a tear, because it would be so hard to cut your nail down to that length. That's very close to the nail bed. I'm also going to be using nail polish remover instead of acetone because I don't want to further dehydrate my nails. This type of break is actually a good indicator on how hydrated my nails were. And honestly, they weren't very well hydrated at the time. I'd just gotten back from the beach, which is a very dry environment. The air quality around my home was not very good, it was very dry, and I hadn't been drinking enough water while I was away from home. So because I'm choosing hydration over speed, it's taking me about 2 rounds with a Q-tip and remover to get all of the nail polish off of my nail beds. Yes, acetone would have most likely had this all removed in one go, but it also would have left my nails severely dehydrated. A good rule to follow when using acetone is to use it sparingly, so to only use it when you need to clean up the cuticle line, or if you flooded your nails, or if you have some nail art you need to fix. Acetone can be convenient, but also damaging. Moving on, I like to use a glass file to trim my nails. This one is from Holotaco, but I also have one from Twinkled. I like both files quite a bit. They have a very fine grit, and they can take down your nail very quickly. I always suggest a glass file when filing your nails because emery boards have such a high grit that they can snag your nails and cause further breakage. As you can see here, I'm oiling my nails again because I want things to be really hydrated, and I don't want to cause any more breaks on my longer nails. If you're doing a general trim, you do not want to use this back and forth motion, as that can cause you to take off too much length. However, because I am trimming my nails so much, I'm going back and forth like crazy because I just want to get this done. Now, I've only sped up this video by 1.5 times, but you can really see just how quickly a glass file can take down your length. And this is a big reason why you don't want to use this crazy back and forth motion on a regular nail trim day. I'm honestly super sad watching this particular clip back because my nails were the perfect length for me. Even though they looked long to some people, they were just the right length for the type of nail art that I wanted to do and for me to easily do everything I needed to do in my daily life, including gardening. I really can't remember the last time my nails were this short, or as short as you're going to see in just a second. Now you can opt to use a nail clipper if the glass file takes too long for your preference, but I will say you really need to make sure that you're careful, as the clipping can cause your nails to break elsewhere. So now that I've taken down the length of the nail, I'm shaping the nail with a smooth, one direction motion. And I'm doing this very slowly because the glass file can just take off way too much, way too fast. I'm choosing to shape my nails in sort of a squoval-like shape because I want it to match my cuticle bed. That's just my personal preference, and you can shape your nails however you want. Before I go in with nail polish, I'm also just going to clean up the nail plate with a little bit of nail polish remover in order to get any remaining dust particles and a little bit of the oils off so my nail polish will stick. And because I'm going to be using a peel-off base coat, I want that to last as long as possible, so I'm doing a really good job at just cleaning up the nail plate. We've once again arrived at my cracked thumbnail. As you can see, there's a bit of a gap in between both sides of the crack, so it's going to be really important for me to fill in this spot as it could snag on my hair, sweaters, or whatever. Now, I've used both nail glue and super glue for this method, and I can't tell a difference, to be honest. So I'm just using what I had, and that was super glue. I'm also going to be using a tissue instead of a tea bag. As some of you could already tell, I'm using something called the tea bag method, and it's very straightforward. You apply glue to the damaged area, and then you put your piece of tissue or tea bag over the affected area. Essentially, what you want to do is use a very fibrous material in order to strengthen that area. As you can see here, I used 2 pieces of tissue in order to get a very fibrous overlay. I am then taking a very generic nail buffer and just buffing away the excess tissue paper, which you can see is peeling off. And once I have all of the excess removed, I'm going to be working that buffer over the damaged area to kind of smooth it out and create an even layer with my nail bed, so it's nice and flush and won't look lumpy once I apply polish over that. This is also another reason why you want to use a fibrous material, because those fibers, when laid across your nail, will create kind of a natural cast and will still be pretty strong even though you filed it down. I'm then going to take my glass file and just kind of clean up the edge of the nail and where any glue might have spilled over or some of the tissue is still kind of rough. Now this may look a little rough, but it'll look just fine once nail polish is on top of it. I'm going to be using my favorite peel-off base coat by Holotaco, and despite the beginning of this video where it wasn't peeling very well, I actually really like this peel-off base coat because it sticks to my nail when I need it to, and when it comes time to remove my polish, it comes off very easily. Like I said in my last voiceover, a peel-off base coat is really nice when you're using a glitter polish, which I will be doing in just a second. And it also helps prevent you from having to use acetone, which is one of the few ways that you can get glitter off easily and effectively. And I already know how some of you are going to feel as I post about this polish nonstop on my Instagram, but I am so in love with the Starrily and Kelly Marissa collab, Diamond Rain. It's just a beautiful blue glitter polish. It's super opaque, it just has the slightest bit of hollow, but it is so pretty and I wear it constantly. Blues are some of my favorite polishes in general, but when you combine blue with glitter and hollow and opacity, I am just a mega fan of all of that, and Diamond Rain did a great job in combining all of those qualities. I hate to say this, but because you're seeing this polish under studio lighting, please check out my Instagram and see what this polish looks like in the natural sunlight, because it's so pretty. I can't stop saying it. I love this polish, and I think it's one of my most favorite recent purchases. And I've had a lot of recent purchases. Now, besides this just being a gorgeous polish on its own, I would definitely suggest checking out some of Starrily's collection because they have a very unique glitter formula and they take hollow to an extreme level. I will say that Starrily puts quality ahead of everything, so even though they're about $16 a bottle, it's very well worth the price because you're getting a high quality item from an indie brand. And I just want to take the remainder of this video to say thank you for watching. Maybe if you feel like it, drop a like or subscribe. I'm having a lot of fun making these videos and doing voiceover. So if you have any questions or if you have any video suggestions, I am all ears and I would love to make something that you actually want to watch. So thanks for watching. Again, maybe subscribe, drop a like, watch some of the other videos. But yeah, bye.